Hello folks, it's been a while since I recorded something to share a bit of practice that I think might be useful. We're at Lendrick Lodge at the moment, and we've been here with a lot of runners over the weekend. So for this session, this is going to be a recovery session for runners, a very gentle recovery session, so that if you have done a lot of running or a long run and you just can't be bothered getting on the mat, then you can do this just against the wall or lying on your bed. So anyway, we're going to do this. You'll need a strap or a belt or a scarf, and see how that works for you. So gently bring yourself as close to the wall, your hips as close to the wall as possible. Spin yourself around, okay? And see if you can get your legs and your hips as close to the wall as possible, okay? And it's nice just to take the first few moments to rest here, to let your back rest, let your legs be upside down. And maybe this is all you do. Maybe you spend a few minutes like this. Just letting the blood flow from your legs, okay? Especially if they're tired and you've done a pretty long run or a race. And then let your legs go a little bit wider whenever you feel that's possible for you, okay? And you feel the inner thighs start to open up. You don't want it to be too intense, okay? Let gravity do the work. And if you've gone too far, bring them a little closer together, okay? Take a few breaths, letting your thighs soften and relax. And then slide both legs back up. Bring one leg towards you, okay? Wrap your strap or your scarf or your belt around it. Let that foot rest against the wall and start to bring it away from the wall, okay? See how it feels to bring that foot slightly over your head. If you want to make circles with your foot and start to ease into your ankle, that might be something that feels pretty nice. Okay, drawing it over. If you need to soften your knee and push through your heel and soften your knee and push through your heel. Remember, we're not forcing or fighting with our body. Gently release that and hug that knee towards you. Send your foot back up. Bring the other leg towards you, wrap a strap around it. Again, let it rest against the wall, and then bring that foot away from you, okay? And see if you can get your toes over your head again, circling your foot around if you want to, and changing the direction of the circles. Gently release that and hug both knees towards you, okay? Slide one foot up against the wall, slide the other foot over the opposite thigh, spread out both arms. And if you can, the foot that's on the wall, let it come down and your knee come towards your chest. And this is obviously going to work on your glutes and your piriformis. Nice verse in the pigeon. Try and keep your back resting on the floor if you can. Now, if you're doing this sequence and it's kind of tricky and you need something underneath your lower back, then it's nice to slide something underneath your lower back in case the next time you do it. Or stop just now and put it underneath. And you can hug everything slightly closer to you if that's something your body can manage. And then slide your foot back up against the wall. Hug this knee in, just let it relax. Slide your foot up, bend your other knee towards you, bring it in, let it come over the opposite thigh, spread your arms out. And when you're ready, bring that foot down the wall, okay? Breathing into this. It's not too intense, hopefully. If it is intense, then just try and breathe slowly on the exhale and try and let it relax. If you want to wrap your arms around both legs and hug them towards you, you can. And then slowly unravel, slide both legs back up against the wall. The one that was experiencing the stretch, hug it in towards you, okay? And then hug both knees towards you again, okay? Just another minute or so. Slide your legs up against the wall, take them wide again. This time, bring the soles of your feet together. And you can gently press your knees away. And see how that feels for your body. As the knees move away using your hands. Don't force it. Soften your elbows whenever you need to. And then go again. So you see, I'm just pushing my knees slightly and then bringing them back in. Pushing my knees slightly and bring them back in. Okay. And then finally, come to a squat position as if you were squatting on the ground, except you're lying on the back. Okay. And let your arms rest. And if you can, tuck your feet a little closer to your hips. Get them there. Okay. So you're really working into your hip flexors and the mobility of your hips. And you can stay here as long as you like, you know. And then slide both legs back up against the wall. Give them a shake off. Give your arms a shake off. Remove everything from the wall and just shake off your arms and legs. Get nice and soft and supple through your fingers and your wrists. Letting go of your toes and your ankles and your wrists. And your hips and your knees and your elbows and your shoulders. And then just hug everything in. If you're in bed, you might roll over and go for a snooze. Otherwise, maybe come back to a seated position. See how things are feeling for you. Let your hands come together. Thank you, everybody.